and welcome to this tutorial on citation and referencing using Endnote software. So let me open the Endnote software. You will see 7 different tabs in your Windows screen, and I will tell you the basic functions of all these tabs in different tutorials. For the time being, we'll just use the File tab, and you go to either you can create a new library or you can also open the existing library. For the time being, we'll just open the new. So we are going to create a new library. Okay, so you can choose different drive where you want to save the particular library. Okay, so I will save name the say the library I want to save, like I want to save all the papers which are related to, say, temperature. Okay, so I will name the library temperature, and I will create a folder and note, right, and go into the folder and save it. Okay, it will create a library which is named temperature. There you go. Let me fix all the screens or the tabs, right? So you can pull like this and drag it so that everything is visible within your window. Now you see this is the library that we have just created. Okay, it is blank, so we have not imported any articles from journals or reports. It is just blank. Before approaching how to create a new library, let me show you how an existing library looks like. Okay, so there I have an existing library. It look like this. Okay, so this is my existing library which I have saved a long time back. So I have many papers within this library. If you can look in the lower left corner, you will find that the total paper accounts to 5,314. Some are with the PDF files, some are without the PDF files, right? So my library is named as the Endnote library, so it is by default it is given, but you can create your own library and rename it. Now let's just search for an article that I want to cite in our paper, right? So for the time being, I'll choose tropospheric ozone in India, right? So this paper, I will Google it and see if there is any article on that particular topic, right? So in this case, I found some of the links, and also I can search it in Google Scholar. So this is the best search engine for any kinds of reports and journal articles. You can search any kind of topic you'd like. So here I will just type it tropospheric ozone in India. Okay, India, and hit enter. So there are you see there are lots of paper which are being published. You see, so in both cases you find the number of papers on tropospheric ozone in India. So for the time being, I will select this paper, tropospheric ozone over Indian subcontinent, right? So let me after clicking it, you will find the paper, and if you have journal access, you can directly download it. After the paper has been downloaded, you can directly import into your library. Okay, so there is an option called import in your file tab, then choose that one, right? Import file, or you may also import the whole folder where you have saved your all documents. I'll just choose the paper that I have downloaded for the time being. So it is being saved in the folder that we have created. This is the one. Okay, while the import options allows you to import various kinds of libraries that has been saved in different formats, and even pre-existing libraries saved in Endnote format can also be imported. Duplicate option, you can remove any duplicate documents that you have already imported into your Endnote library. After that, just click import, and your document should be there in a minute. Alright, so there it is. Now you see, as soon as we import the document, all the details about that particular article is now been highlighted, and it has been stored in our library. And to the right of the screen you see a window that shows the detail about the paper. Okay, so that is the PDF that is attached when we import the document. So everything can be seen, or you can even open it in PDF, right? So this way you can work in both in Endnote and also in a PDF. Now one thing you may have noticed that the details about the article is automatically been included, so we don't have to type it manually. Now we can even edit the details. Okay, so we can edit the authors, we can edit title, even we can insert our own words, okay, for our own convenience. Like we can label them, we can also use some keywords in order to search that particular article. So in many ways we can edit the document, right? So now let's import a file that does not have all the details. Okay, simply we have, say, a PDF that has some necessary information, but that paper do not have the details about the author, the title, or the year. So that all the details has to be manually inserted. Okay, import that paper. So you see that there is nothing written or highlighted for that particular paper that I have just now imported into the library. Now you see there are no author, no year mentioned. So this basically happens when you insert article that is not published in peer-reviewed journals like in Scopus or Elsevier. But you can make a search of that particular article in Google. So select that title. Okay, so select that title and paste it in Google and make a search. Okay, so there you see, find that particular document or that particular article in Google, and we will also make a search in Google Scholar. Okay, now just go to the Google Scholar and paste the title. Okay, now see if we can find the paper. Nope, no. Right, so we haven't found this particular article in Google Scholar. We have scrolled down and down, we haven't seen that particular document. Okay, let's search in the second page. No. Okay, so basically we found the paper in the Google and not in the Google Scholar. So this paper looks similar to the PDF that we have inserted. So we can make a search, click that particular article and see if it matches with our paper. Okay, so yes, alright, so it is the paper. Okay, global aridity index and potential evapotranspiration. Okay, so this is exactly what we are looking for. So it exactly also matches, and you have to make sure that this particular paper that you have found in Google also matches with yours, that in the Endnote. Okay, so there you see it is a evapotranspiration on the aridity index. Okay, so this is the paper that we are searching for. Okay, so you can open it in PDF and look for more details, like what is the data they have used is a world climb global data set. Okay, so they have used the same kind of data set, they have also used the same kind of data set, and look for more details. Okay, it is a 30-second resolution. Okay, 1970. Okay, 1950, but this is a second version, so it may be from 1970. It's okay. the other details, you look for more details so that these two matches, right? So you there you see 30 seconds and 1 kilometer it is same, so it is 30 seconds arc second. Okay, now look for more details. What else you have got? This is the data set, and okay, these are the data sets. Okay, now there is some kind of document, so we'll go for that. Now let's see what the document says. The global aridity index and potential evapotranspiration. That is exactly what we are looking for, and we found our details. Antonio Trabucco, okay, Robert Zomer. So we got the author's name, their affiliations. Okay, so details are now been found, and we can look for more details, like where it has been published. Okay, cigar. So this is the publisher. Okay, so this is basically a data set. There you go. The citation is also there in the paper, so you can use these citations in filling up the reference in the Endnote library. Okay, you simply copy the citation. Okay, so copy the citations and paste it in your references. So go to reference and fill up one by one the author, the year, the title, everything needs to be filled up manually if the PDF does not contain all the details, right? So now fill up one by one the author, the year. Okay, so do it manually. Usually I copy the whole content and just paste it one by one. I don't like to type it, and takes a lot of time. Okay, journal. It may not be journal. Okay, it is actually it is because that I have used in the reference type. It is a journal, but the thing is that it is not a journal. I think it is more of a report, since it has been published by Cigar. Okay, so that reference type that you have seen above can be changed. Okay, so you can put it in different kinds of references, like online, whether it is a book chapter, whether it is a book, so report, or it is a proceeding. So everything it changes with the reference type. Okay, so you can change that reference type what you like. So I'll just put it as online database, right? And publish, I'll put it like this. Okay, now since all the details are being inserted, like we have now the authors, the title, and the year, we can save this. Right? There you go. You have now all the details can be seen now, right? So once you cite this, all the details will automatically be there in your paper. So this is how you need to insert informations if your document doesn't contain any details. You make a search and find out all the details and insert against the document. Now you can also make some your own references, right? So without importing any kind of documents or PDF, you can simply make your own reference for future use. So go to reference and click on the new reference. Okay, and select the journal article, and one by one you can fill up on your own. Okay, say suppose I have my own reference. Okay, you simply type your name or the author's name, whoever you want to insert. Okay, the year, say the title, say tropospheric ozone in blah blah blah. Okay, India. Okay, journal, let's say atmospheric environment. Suppose volume and then the issue pages, one. It's too much. Means you have to insert all the details you want. So after this is the minimum requirement of in order to make a reference. You can even insert the DOI if you have that particular DOI. Right? Now you can simply click save. Right? Save, and it will automatically save without any PDF document. Okay, so that is highly required when you do not have that particular article at hand, but you need the reference. Okay, what you can do later is when you find the PDF of that particular article, you can simply attach it like this. For example, you can simply select the PDF and attach to against the reference. For the timing, I will remove it. Okay, so this is it. So you find you have imported the references. So basically these are the 3 references which we have just created. Okay, so these are the references that we have inserted in our temperature library. The first one we have created on our own, second one is automatically been inserted, and the third one we have manually inserted after making a Google search. Alright, so these are the 3 ways of importing your references into the Endnote. You can open it and the PDF viewer. Right, now you are good to go and make citation and references. Okay, suppose in this article I want this particular line, I want to make use of this sentence in my manuscript. Right, now what you can do is you can select this line, copy it, or if you have a very good memory, you can memorize the sentences, what is written over the article, and but I like to copy and make use most of it. So there you go, you can paste it in words. Let me change this into degree. Okay, let me put the degree symbol here. Okay, make it subscript. The other degree again, select and subscript. Right, there you go. Now what you are going to do is you want to cite this particular line in your manuscript, right? So what you have to do is you cannot simply copy and paste in your manuscript. So you have to alter the words into a new sentence, or say if you want to cite their findings, you can simply write in your own words and cite their findings. So how am I going to write the above lines in my own words? Okay, so here I will change the words like I have written here. We use geoscam for assessment of tropospheric ozone in India. Okay, so we will be citing a study which has also used the geoscam. Okay, so this is basically done by David et al. So we will cite that David et al. Has used this particular data set other than us. Okay, so simply this is a tab, click on this cite tab, and it will automatically the paper will be cited here. There you go. As you can see now, the references is there, as well as the citation of the paper is also there in the manuscript. Right, so the references contain all the details like the author's name, the paper, the year. In fact, the DOI is also included. So this is the one way of giving citation and reference. Okay, so we can also use cite another paper. Say suppose this in the we will use this paper, okay, for citation in our manuscript. Okay, so we will use, say, the global potential evapotranspiration and global aridity index. Say I want to correlate the tropospheric ozone with the potential evapotranspiration and the aridity index time series data set, right? So here we can simply cite the study by Tobacco and Zomer in 2018, right? So we have that in our library, right? So in our temperature library of the Endnote, you remember, if you remember, so we can cite that paper here. I'm writing the sentence like the tropospheric ozone is correlated with the time series aridity and potential evapotranspiration, okay, data. Okay, now at the end we will just cite the paper. Let's make it more realistic and write monthly. Okay, now you can simply cite the paper here at the end, right? So now go to the Endnote, okay, select the paper you want to cite, okay, that we have already filled with the details, and here's hit the tab, insert citation. There you go, you have the second citation for your manuscript. All right, so in this way we have cited these two papers, okay, the first one and the second one. Let me also put some details here to make it more realistic. Okay. The geoscale resolution, data at resolution 2 degree by 2.5 degree. Now delete the unwanted details. Okay, there you go. Now justify. Okay, in this way you can import as many papers you want, and you can cite as many citation you want to cite in your manuscript. For that you also require Microsoft Word's Endnote plugin. That is the plugin that you have to also install for your Microsoft Words. So you can make a search for Endnote plugin for Words, okay, and it will take you to the Clarivate web page. Okay, now you will see all the details how to install your Microsoft plugins for your Windows as well as your, if you have a Mac desktop or laptop. Okay, so you have to first sign in to myendnote.com. Then in the web page you will find the download option for Microsoft Words plugin. Then simply download and install it. So ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today's tutorial. Have a good day.